Hi guys, welcome to another video from b0rked Gaming, and this is the first in a new series that I'm trying out here. I've named it b0rked because I like the word, and it's going to be about sort of gaming missteps, failures, travesties, you know, that sort of thing, going back. And for the first one, I thought I'd bring attention to a game that not many people know about. Now, this is one that when it was announced back when I was 14, maybe? Yes, I am that old. That was around 93, 94. I actually pre-ordered off a special reserve. That's how into it I was. And who can blame me? Look at this advertising for Superhero. And the thing that really got me is the text right down that bottom corner there, where you can create your own heroes. Oh, that sounds amazeballs. So, yep, liking superheroes, liking video games, having an Amiga with 1 meg, and trusting Psygnosis because they put out some damn good games at the time. I pre-ordered and waited, and nothing ever became of it other than me getting my money back, essentially. So what happened? I mean, I've spent all these years in between just being like, oh well, you know, it was probably cancelled or something. No, turns out that is not the case. The case is far, far sadder than that. So what I've done for this video is I was actually able to track down a cover disc. Now, they released a demo of it for one publication back in the day called The One, and I was able to track down an image of the cover disc and actually play the demo, which is what some of this footage in the background is going to be. As for how it plays, I mean, this isn't a review, but it's a platformy beat 'em up, and I don't like platformy games very much, and the beat 'em ups in the demo. It's very, very repetitive, as you can see, because you've only got one bad guy, and I have no instructions, so I'm trying to guess at what I'm doing and not doing a great job of it. But I finished the demo, more or less just to get, you know, footage for the video. It doesn't play great, certainly compared to like a 2021 game or anything like that. It's a bit clunky. You know, the Amiga has one fire button, so you've got to press up to jump, which is never good. But yeah, it's there. But back to what happened to the thing. So literally, just before it was released, it was like 99% done. You'd had advertisements go out. It was obviously available for pre-orders from specialist stores, because yes, I was a snob. And then what happens? Cage, who were the people that made the game, were raided under the suspicion of computer fraud and had all their gear confiscated by the police. So you're just about to release your first game, which is being distributed by Psygnosis, a distributor of relevance, and you're raided and all of your gear is taken by the police. The charges were dropped. They were never found guilty or accused of any further wrongdoing, and the equipment was returned in 1998, 4 years later, at which point the Amiga games market was dead and Psygnosis was working under Sony, making games for PlayStation. And the cherry, well, it's not even the cherry, it's like the whipped cream. We'll come to the cherry in a moment. But the whipped cream was that a lot of the units they received back had been vandalized. So they were either broken, some had the wrong hard drives in, and there was a lot of assets missing. Now, regardless of this, the creator did try and cobble it back together and got a fairly complete sort of copy back together. There were some animation frames missing and some broken graphics, stuff like that. And then he goes on holiday. Now, while he's on holiday, and here's the cherry, unfortunately his property is subject to a house fire, which was eventually put out by the fire department, but all of his equipment was basically left outside of the property, and that which wasn't burnt or, you know, subject to elemental distress was also water damaged from the firemen. So you've gone from a company releasing their first game and it looked great. I mean, I know, like, you're looking at it now and being like, whoa, that's old. And yeah, it is. But at the time, I mean, we hadn't had City of Heroes. We hadn't had anything like that. The ability to create and customize your own superhero, that was like heroin. I would have been on that. Absolutely. And I tried. But unfortunately, the police, fire, and vandalism ensured this game would never see the light of day. It's sad. The creator has said, if you want to read the full story, it is on indieretronews.com. You can go on there and have a look at it. As said, he is thinking about remaking the game. So, I mean, I'd certainly want to play it just to see what the creation stuff is like. There is footage online of a guy, because like the remaining assets are in a playable state, but you need to run it basically through a dev kit on very specific hardware apparently, which obviously I can't. So, but there is a video on YouTube where a guy is sat there recording his screen with a camera, and you do see some of the creation parts, and it looks really in depth for the time. I mean, we're talking about changing colors and abilities and powers, and it looks to be a good assortment of what the things that you can do. I mean, yeah, some of it's just a different color pair of hands, but you know, for being able to make your own superhero at the time, that would have been amazing. And the game is like, it's okay. I would have loved to have played it back then and seen what I thought, because obviously everything's moved ahead so much now, and it's very easy to go back and look at an old game and being like, "Whoa, I used to like this," and sort of be of that mindset. But back in the day, I think I would have dug it, because I wasn't spoiled because falling off a pit or having to make a leap of faith or something like that. That was more common, and so you were kind of more forgiving of it. But like now, it's just like, oh wow, well, they expect me to know I'm supposed to drop down there, you pricks. And that is where our story of Superhero ends. It was a game I was really hyped about back in the day, and just through a series of unfortunate events, just never got to play it. I mean, I've played the demo now, so I've played more than I did. I mean, having looked into it for the course of this video, I got to actually sort of play it, so there's definite benefit to that. Anyway guys, let me know if you've heard of this game down below. I mean, you can see everything I'm putting up on screen. It should give you some idea of what it was like. Oh man, I just, like, back in the day, just creating your own superhero was just amazing. Oh boy, that's so bad. I never got it. Also, let me know what you think about the new series, and suggestions about other things that's a bit tragic that I could go and have a bit of a research into and see what I can come up with. Anyway guys, take it easy, and I'll see you next week.